has gone back into lockdown. Level 4, which for us means like the most intense. So we can't leave our house for anything except for groceries and doctor's appointments, or to go and get a COVID test.
Or your vaccination.
Yeah, but only if you're over 40. We can't get vaccinated yet. We thought for something to entertain everyone, we would film a Q&A. So I asked you guys for questions over on Instagram. So I said we can talk about anything, food, our friendship, advice, random topics.
And we haven't seen the questions.
No, we haven't seen the questions. Pick one first.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys have asked some really good questions. I knew you'd pull through.
Oh, there's some really
Run away
good ones on here.
with you.
Liv Mason. What were you both like in high school?
And this is San Pellegrino.
Delicious. Cheers.
What's it called? Limonata or something? Cheers. I actually liked school. I was kind of a nerd, but I also had a big friend group. I found NCA pretty easy. Like, I just liked school, but I actually did hate maths and I hated PE. I'd always bunk PE. My school was pretty chill. Like, the year 13s were allowed to wear muftis, so we could just like leave school if we wanted and like no one would know. I didn't go to a strict like all-girls school or anything like that. I went to Spotswood College. It was a lower decile school to the other fancier schools, but I quite liked it. And me as a person, I was kind of like a people pleaser. Like, I never had any fights with anyone. I never had like a boyfriend because I didn't want to like upset other girls. Like, I was just very like wading through like la la la, just wanted everything to be happy and good. What about you?
I went to a very religious Christian high school. I'm not religious at all. Naturally, I'm just a shy person anyway, so I was very shy. I had like a very small group of friends, and then most of my friends were like at other schools because I don't know, I just didn't feel like I fit in with the
Honestly, from what you've said to me, well, it sounds like people at your school, not like your close friends, but were quite judgy.
Yeah, very.
So like, I would be the same. I wouldn't open up either. If people are gonna be like,
it just like wasn't my place at all. I just thought, oh, maybe you're just really shy and like timid. But then I went to university and I like found my group of friends, and then I was like, oh no, it was just the school.
Yeah. And they told her Justin Bieber was devil music.
Yeah, and look at me now.
Look at her new Justin merch, like that was the final straw.
Yeah, you tell, yeah, that was it. I will remember that moment for the rest of my life. I was sitting at the back with my Bible open, and they put this video on the thing and on the screen, and it was like they were like playing through clips of people who we weren't allowed to listen to.
Oh
and Justin Bieber came on, and they slammed my Bible, and
that's really culty. Like,
it was culty.
Hideous, not perfect, 93. Can relate. Also the year I was born. Love that username for you. She wants to know, how did you both meet and become friends? So Britt and I were both attending AUT University, and we were in the WSA halls, if you guys know that. Wellesley Student Apartments, right? That's what it stands for.
Didn't know that.
Yes, you do.
No, I didn't. I've never put that together.
Really? Oh my gosh. Well, she passed her degree, believe it or not. And we got put together randomly. So I had a couple friends coming up from New Plymouth, but for some reason they didn't get into the same hall as me. So I didn't know anybody. And I got put in a flat with 4 girls that were all from Tauranga. Actually, all knew each other,
We all went to school together.
Yeah, this is just me that didn't know anyone.
And look where we are.
Look where we are now. I don't know, we just clicked, I guess.
Yeah, instantly.
My first impression of Britt was that she was really sporty, and I'm not sporty at all. Like, I have a lot of instances that made me feel small during PE and playing sports in my life, so I never got on with girls like that. I found them really scary. And so, well, the first time I met her, she was in like Canterbury shorts and like a little like ponytail and stuff, and I was like, oh, like, I obviously thought you were nice and cool, but I was like, she won't like me, like she won't think I'm cool, because she's really sporty.
And for me, it was the same for you, because she had all her makeup and nail polish, and wasn't, and that's still not really, more so probably now because of you, but I had like never owned makeup before in my life. And I think I had an eyelash curler and some mascara.
Yeah, you
and
did
that was
mascara.
That was it. And so then I saw Sal's, and I was like, oh my, like, what the hell? You had it all like lined up perfectly on your thing, like all the nail polishes, all these perfumes, all these drawers of stuff like I'd never seen before. Like, I'd never known you could have like a cream blush.
Yeah.
And like 4 different types of Foundation?
This was the effect of YouTube that it had on me. So this was before I did YouTube videos, but I used to watch YouTube, and so I would spend all my money on makeup. Like I worked at Countdown and I'd buy an OPI polish every week, and I was like obsessed with makeup.
Yeah, she was obsessed with makeup.
Yeah.
And I was like the complete opposite. And you were like, right, I was quite sporty. I'd always be playing sport or at the beach.
They're just things we like though. They don't like they didn't define us. I don't know, I guess that's first impressions to you.
Yeah, because naturally who we are as people is very similar.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why it's
why
lasted this
vibe.
long.
And we have the exact same sense of humour.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like telepathic.
Yeah, because, well, I'm just gonna say it. I went in there with 3 other girls I knew, and I don't know them anymore. And you were the one person I didn't know, and it's nearly been like 10 years.
Yeah,
Next year's our 10-year anniversary.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Same for me, like all the friends that moved up eventually that I knew from Plymouth, I hear from never actually.
Yeah, because we've kind of like grown up together, you know, like
Yeah.
not in like from 5 to now, but like I feel like when you go to university, you grow into an adult. We've
Yeah.
grown into adulthood together.
We have.
And then everyone else is like, they haven't
School's
grown up
different.
with
You
us.
become friends with them because they're like in your class and
Yeah.
stuff. Whereas we were never in the same classes. Like we didn't do the same degree.
No.
But we just spent a lot of time together outside of uni, and we would
Yeah.
cook together and
And like
do everything
even
together.
when we lived in different parts of New Zealand, we were still friends.
Well, I lived in Australia and we would Skype every day. I don't know why. Sometimes we're like, why are we like this? Like, is this too
Literally
weird?
every day for 3 hours of nothing.
Yeah.
The camera's just there, and we just carry on with our lives as
Yeah.
normal.
We don't mean to be codependent, but we just can't help it.
We are.
I know, we are. Next question.
What do you think about the Free Britney situation?
Free that bitch, you know? It's been too long.
I can't even
It's so
believe
exploitative
real.
and it's like typical of the American justice system. It's sad.
I can't believe it's a real thing. Like, how can you do that to someone?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it makes me feel
Yeah.
sick.
No, it's really disgusting. I think everyone's on the same page with it. I haven't seen anyone that's like against the Free Britney.
Who would want to keep her
Movement.
captive? Her dad. The one person.
Oh, and the sister, but she's stepped down now.
Jamie.
She's realised everyone's onto her. She bought like a $500,000 house and stuff with Britney's money.
Ew. It's so disgusting.
It's disgusting. And then she
that's what
tries
we
to make
feel.
a post and be like, oh, I love you, Britney.
So our viewers, disgusting.
Disgusting.
She should be freed. Freed.
She's gonna be like,
It doesn't matter though, when she
the
comes
mental
out,
effects will be with her forever.
she's not gonna be free.
No.
She can be free, but
She'll
she's
still
not
be
gonna
hounded by the paparazzi and
And
she'll
like you
have
say,
residual mental problems from that. I mean, anyone would after like a year, but it's been like half her life. So,
I'm surprised she honestly hasn't.
yeah, I know. Well, she's got children, otherwise I think
She would have.
Should we just do it? Thoughts on Jonathan Jolie? The tea. This is gonna be boring if you guys don't know Jonathan Jolie, but the Saucony Jolies, I feel like everyone must know. Like if you were into that whole Zoella, Joe Sugg, like clique back in the day, if you're a YouTube watcher, the Saucony Jolies were huge. They're like a family vlog channel, kind of like Ace Family, but they're like the OGs.
If you don't know, what's happened is he's like made this video and come out. So they have like what, 5 kids or something, and one of them, their little boy, he's saying is transgender, and which is fine. Like
I know, I don't want people to take this the wrong way.
No.
It's just the way the dad's gone about it.
And it's like we notice little things, like when his mum dresses him, he's like dressed in boy clothes, and he carry, you know. But then as soon as his dad's involved, it's like, oh no, Eduardo, put on that princess dress, and it's like he's unloading his childhood trauma, because then he talked about how he was a girl when he was growing up, and now it's amazing to see Eduardo feeling the same way he did, but we're like, does he, or have you like put that in his head?
And also don't make like a coming out video for your son who's like 10.
He's
like,
not even 10, he's like 7.
He's like 7. It was just weird. Like if you guys watch it, you'll see what we mean. It just felt really weird. And then the whole thing was like an ad for his book.
Yeah, it just didn't
Like
sit
the video
well.
was called like I'm Coming Out or something, but it was like about his, like he made
Son.
it about his son coming out, and then it was like his story, and then he had the book to sell. It was really weird.
It's literally like he's living through his son.
Yeah.
And
it's not fair on his son.
yeah, and that's what we're saying, like if it was his son in 10 years
Yeah.
was watching the video and being like, he didn't even get a chance to come out for himself. It's always about money.
Yeah, it's always about money, and it's exploiting the kids a little bit.
Not good.
Not good. That's our thoughts on it.
Counterly.
Okay.
95.
Hit me.
One of two parts.
Right. She's got a lot on her mind.
Yeah. I have a fairly promising future in a career I'm interested in but not passionate about.
Okay.
And then she goes on to say, so I'm scared to go for a new business venture. Is there any life advice in there to go on? So what I'm getting from this is you're doing a job that is like interesting to you and it's like, okay, but it's not like your deep desire, passion that you like love going to work every day and you want to tell everyone about it and you like can be there for the rest of your life. So my, I guess, advice from that is if you're already like, I guess it's like relationships too, if you're already like thinking of another option, then obviously you're not satisfied.
You're trying to push back on your emotions with that logic, like, oh, but I'm trained in this. The fear of the unknown. For us, we both do jobs we're passionate about.
Yeah, but it took me a while to get there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how many jobs and degrees I've been through before I found what I was passionate about. But now knowing that I'm doing what I'm passionate about, my advice to everyone was always follow that.
Yeah.
Like, don't ever stay somewhere.
Isn't that a quote? Like, do a job you love and you'll never work another day in your life.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
As corny as it is. Because work is such a big part of your life. Like, it's what you're doing every single day.
It is.
To sustain yourself. You're around those people all day.
Yeah.
You're filling your mind with that all day.
Yeah.
So if you're doing something that's not, like, amazing and that you love, then what are you
just
doing?
affects you massively.
And then
Like,
it affects every other facet of
it
your life.
does, yeah. Do something in your like weekends or something while you have your current job if you're worried about taking that leap. So you have experience in this other field you're interested in. Research about it, do an online course, you know, like just so you have the extra padding if you are worried, because I know it's scary.
I think people also think like, oh, if I try, like, I can never go back. Like,
Yeah,
like, that's it, then I
the
can never
experience
go
is
back.
still on your CV. Like you could
And it's
always
like,
rework in that field.
If it fails, then just go back to what you at least liked until you find your other passion. Like, it's not like the whole world's gonna burn behind you as you go forward.
No, and I feel like people always think all these eyes are on them and it's like people care about their career and stuff. Like, honestly,
everyone's selfish, no one gives
yeah, no one cares. So just do what you want to do, even if you feel like it's a step down from your career or something. Like, it's more important that you're happy.
And don't listen to other people being like, oh, but you've been doing that for 10 years. Hey, we're in a global pandemic, so we don't know how long we've got left on life.
Exactly. My Sky Lily 28 said, do you have casual sex or only once you find a boyfriend?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to answer that in case my children are watching.
Yeah. I have to be careful what I put in here because Brit's a teacher, so we'll just move on from that one. I'm not going to read this girl's name because her question's a bit desperate, so I don't want to expose her, but she said how to find a boyfriend, and then she put help with 4 exclamation marks.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I'm sorry to say it was a desperate question, but like, I can feel a desperation. It's
Like, what
you'll
do
just
you
settle
mean?
for anyone.
Like, what do you want?
Just us lightly bully you, my
Sorry, I don't mean it like that, but I think
we're saying it as your friend. Like,
if you're feeling like, oh, I want a boyfriend, I think you've got other things you need to reevaluate because you shouldn't feel like you need one. It's just a nice thing to have in your life.
Yeah, like maybe she's just feeling lonely or wants some attention or something.
Once you're 100% happy in your life, you will find it's actually hard to want a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
She's hit the nail on the head.
Thank you.
Like, if you wanted one, you could just go get one.
And literally, I see what you mean now. You can literally go and get a boyfriend, but it doesn't mean he's gonna like you. You're not gonna like him.
Exactly. Like,
can
he
have
could
the
just cheat
label.
and drink every weekend and go, but he'll still be your boyfriend, but he's gonna treat you like crap.
It would be better to find someone that you love, that you have a connection with.
Yeah.
Is a better way of looking
They'll be
at
like,
it.
but how? Just work on yourself and then it will happen naturally.
Yeah, that's frustrating to hear though.
I know, but don't look to a man to help you when you're lonely, to build up your insecurities for any of these things, because then you're dependent on him, and a lot of the times he's not going to help you in those areas. You need nothing from a man, and then you will truly find someone that you actually get on with on a like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, takes someone, like, it takes a really amazing special person to want
for you to want to
like
give
it up.
Yeah, give up your independence, your freedom, your flexibility, your free time.
But also it should come naturally. Like
it
shouldn't feel like, oh, now I have to give up my life for you. It should just be like,
it'll
oh,
be like
whoa,
a good thing. Yeah, it'll just happen naturally.
We're here now working.
Was that advice? Somewhere in there was
Make
some good
yourself
advice.
happy, make sure your loved ones are happy, make sure your life is full of kind and good things.
Yeah.
Before you worry about trying to fill voids. We'll talk about this one. This is a lighter topic. Best shows to binge watch. We are watching Love Island. It's a great show. So we have a nightly routine where we get ourselves ready and then we kind of have a proceedings. So we first will turn on YouTube, see if there's anything on there for a light watch.
Just to de-stress from the day. You know, your brain's still full of all the stuff from the day. So something light.
Then we'll move on to Love Island while we're eating dinner, and Gabby, my sister, also likes to watch that with us.
Yeah.
So
communal area.
Yeah, we'll eat that and watch that together. Watch that and eat that.
We'll eat that show up because it's so good.
And then go on into dessert level time.
It's like lights off, it's Maltesers out.
Yeah, hot drink, Game of Thrones. And for some, you're probably like, that's 10 years old. But I've never seen it.
No, Brit's never seen it.
I was resistant to the fad because I'm just naturally like that now.
She is naturally like it.
I'll watch it. Plus, we'll sometimes sneak in there Sex in the City.
Oh yeah, that's a good light watch.
Yeah.
Like similar to the YouTube level.
Yeah, if we're like...
If we're like potentially napping or like...
Yeah, Game of Thrones is a bit heavy right now.
Yeah, you have to concentrate. Like, you can't even be on your phone for Game of Thrones.
You've also been enjoying The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh yes, A Handmaid's Tale. Or The Handmaiden's Tale, as Brit would like to say. I'm only on like episode 5 because I don't watch it. As you can hear, we've got so many other shows going, but if everyone's like out, I mean, now we're in lockdown.
So your single show that you will watch alone.
Yeah, because sometimes I have lunch at home alone, so I was like, oh, I'll play something.
And my alone watch show is Grace and Frankie.
Oh yeah.
If they're not home, because we don't like watching those shows, obviously, if they're not home.
It's the ultimate betrayal. You can't do that.
So we have our communal watch list. And then we have our watches we like to watch on our own. And we have that with YouTubers too. Like, you like watching that podcast, Teddy Bears or something.
H3 podcast. I liked watching Frenemies. I think lots of people did, but now Trisha Paytas.
You need to unlock your device first.
Bro, did we ask you?
Hi! Stop!
Yeah. And
I like watching
Cancelled by Tanamo Show podcast. But it's because I do work and then I have it playing because I don't have to watch it. But I actually hate podcasts. I think they're really boring. But I don't mind ones on YouTube because they talk about other YouTubers. So it's like kind of interesting.
Chintz here and Sophia.
Oh yeah, we do.
We like watching
That's a together watch. And like Nikki and Gabby. Some thrifting YouTubers we watch.
Yeah, my single watch would probably be like Nylaya.
Is that girl who's in like LA group?
Yeah, I like watching her.
Oh, and you used to like David Dobrik.
And David Dobrik, I
can't stand him.
Anyway.
So I think that's a comprehensive enough answer for you. What you are literally me. Like, I cut so much out of my videos because someone's like, "What mascara is that?" Instead of just being like, "It's Roller Lash by Benefit." I'm like, "Well, you see, it's this unique shaped brush, and I actually got it 2 weeks ago last Thursday, and it's
it's like an in-depth.
I know. Go-to cocktail. Well, mine's is Sex on the Beach, but I hate ordering it because I love peach. Hamish ordered me one when we were in Papamoa because I was too embarrassed, and they were like, "We don't make that here," and we were like, it's just so embarrassing. Otherwise, just a vodka soda, lime. I guess vodka soda is like a RTD, right? It's not really a cocktail.
I think Moscow Mule's my top.
It's my same as Shan. I don't really have a go-to.
No, you don't. Cranberry and vodka.
It's weird.
It's more like Chris and Joel. They're always drinking cranberry vodka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strong urine retract kings.
Yeah, some people like, will be like espresso martini.
Yeah, that's what everyone gets now. That's the trendy thing, and I'm like, not one for me, thanks. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, neither. Yeah, sorry. It is.
I've drank them before to be like polite at events, but I'm like, I'll just like look at the cocktail menu at any given place, because like I said earlier, lots of places in New Zealand won't make something you ask for, like a sex on the beach, so I'll just like pick what sounds the best. Like if something has lemon or peach or like kind of fruity, I'll just like get that.
I like fresh, like
Yeah,
lime.
like mojitos.
Yeah,
Mojitos. How long should you date someone before you make it official? Can't give you a day, only you can know that. Red flags in dating. What's a red
I
flag?
can't give you a date. Yeah, what? Yeah.
What's a red flag? When he walks, when he won't introduce you to his friends and family, when he doesn't come home after a night out.
I know, everything's a red flag these days.
Literally, I don't trust nobody.
It's like they want obvious red flags.
A red flag if he is always like secretive with his phone.
But isn't that obvious?
I don't know. Like
don't
how stupid are we talking here?
Like, surely people know that.
I know.
If he's like,
But then again, like people, you do get dumb when you love someone because you're like, oh, they wouldn't do that to me. I don't know, just like
a red flag. I know. The way he...
just his whole attitude towards you. Can't answer that.
Oh, hang on, I want to think of one. A red flag. When he treats you differently in front of his friends.
Yeah, that means he doesn't respect you, and a lot of men do that because they want to be cool in front of the boys.
Yeah, that's probably my biggest one actually.
Doesn't every man do that?
No, because some go the opposite way and they like try and like overly love you in front of their friends to be like, look what I got, and then that's just icky. So I'm like, just be normal.
Yeah, it's in my nature to be suspicious, especially now that I've been
Same.
cheated on. So
Same.
I'm very like, someone will like word something the wrong way in like a message,
Same.
and I'm like, well, now I'm
Someone-
emotionally
yeah.
detached from you now because I don't
Yeah.
know anymore.
Or someone's like, I'll message you later. I'm like, red flag. Why? Where are you going? What are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
When someone said that to you before and then you find out they were messaging you later because they were
I
with someone
know.
else. So.
It's case by case. Maybe just ask your friends about your particular boy you're interested in,
Yeah.
and get their advice. It's probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah, think about him as a person and then how he acts and behaves, and
Yeah.
then think if that's normal.
Thoughts on Trisha Paytas? I have a love-hate relationship with her, but it's kind of like faded into just, I can't really support her any further.
I've never even watched her or like I don't have an
Yeah,
opinion.
Brit doesn't really know who she is, but I found her channel way back in the day. Like, she used to do Hello Kitty hauls and stuff, so I've always been quite a fan. She wasn't always so controversial, and I think she's funny, and I like people that are like, I always thought she was honest because she was so like such a train wreck online. Like, she would record everything, so I kind of just like liked her in that way. But now after the whole frenemies thing, you can kind of see how she manipulates situations, so I'm like, oh, she's actually not that honest. We've got no butter. Oh, Whittaker's Pix sent me a PR package of peanut butter, and we've got so much.
That's all I can think about.
I'm gonna have some jelly and peanut butter. Peanut butter jelly.
There's a little bit of butter.
There is. We're us rationing our butter. We've got like no food, but we don't want to go to the supermarket. We're like, what's for dinner tonight? Toast again. I made us pasta last night.
That
but
was
it
yum.
It was like the last bit of the pasta. There's more pasta in there, but I think it's Gabby's. I'm glad you liked it because you don't really like tomatoey stuff.
I don't like pasta. I was feeling cheesy though.
Yeah, and I used a little bit of passata, which is really light.
Shall we get out that chicken breast then?
What will we have with it?
Like a chicken Greek bowl or something.
All we've got is olives and rice.
No, there's a drawer full of salad stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get out the chicken in 2 minutes. We'll just finish the video. We'll do one more question, eh?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's just end on what's your breakfast order?
We go for like lunch, so I get something lunchy. We never go for breakfast because I won't eat anything.
Yeah, Britney doesn't really eat breakfast.
I'd have like scrambled eggs.
I don't really have a go-to order either. I guess probably Eggs Benedict, but even then,
The seriousness of it.
I like to branch out. You know, I've tried an acai bowl and crumpets at our local. One time I tried a salmon thing and it was like raw and I didn't realise that wasn't very nice. But I'm like a big foodie, so I love
I
food.
don't like runny eggs. I don't like breakfast stuff unless the eggs are fried or scrambled.
How I make our fried eggs is I like flip it at the last minute once it's cooked to get that phlegmy part off, and then the yolk still pops, so it's yummy. But I hate it when I go to a cafe and you pop the yolk and there's still that white part that's like runny. I'm
It's
like,
so good.
just boil it for like a minute longer, just please, I'm begging you. Do I need to say that? At for the eggs, can I have them boiled a bit longer so that the white bit isn't like I can't say that. It's too entitled sounding.
I normally actually get something out of the cabinet if we went for breakfast. Like I just do a little scone or muffin or something. I can't do it.
Yeah. We get funny about eggs. See? I told you. Yesterday you're like, how many eggs do we have left? And I was like, 2. And you're like, oh, and I'm like, but we'll get the eggs by
I could have one more fried egg today if we did, and then I'd be done.
I could have a boiled egg with lots of salt. Do you hate boiled eggs?
I like boiled eggs, but I don't know, I just can't stop thinking about it.
So now I'm thinking about the white part.
We can't eat them
I
today.
feel sick.
I have to have peanut butter on toast.
Okay. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go and get our chicken breast out of the freezer. So important things to do, you know, places to be.
Oh, it's not a gang sign, by the way. That's my Kelston. Sorry.
We explained it in the option
Oh,
vlog.
yeah.
So if you're a real
Just
viewer,
for my kids.
you would know that. Hope you're all staying safe and well. Hopefully this entertained you for like 30 minutes.
How do they do it on TikTok?
Is it there?
No, they like go like this or something now. I like they do this like.
See you later.